Welcome everyone to WWE 12 Universe. I'm your host Judge, watching Friday Night SmackDown, which is just 2 days away from the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, and we're kicking things off with a championship match with WrestleMania implications. That's right. This match for the light heavyweight championship, Kofi Kingston gonna face off against former partner gone rival Evan Bourne for the light heavyweight championship. The winner goes to WrestleMania in a 6-man ladder match, and oh, Bourne! Oh, not like this. Evan Bourne gonna really cheat his way through this match, evidently. Enough with Kofi Kingston in his brain. You hate to see this happen. Kofi Kingston, who was due a rematch for the the light heavyweight championship, screwed out of it right here.
And this match is now officially underway.
And a real shame to see Evan Bourne just turning his back, oh my god, on Kofi Kingston, and looking for their airborne, but Kofi was quick to his feet there. That didn't quite work out too well, now did it? Well, I was going to say, we've got a light heavyweight championship match on our way, and in 5 weeks' time, or 6 weeks' time, we got WrestleMania coming up, and one of these two is walking in with the light heavyweight championship, and they're going to have to overcome 5 opponents to keep that championship round their waist. The light heavyweight title on the line. Going to be a real interesting matchup for sure. 5 participants to be determined. One of these two maybe won't make it in. I suppose it all depends on who's in the qualifiers. Bourne, oh, wow. Just laying into Kofi Kingston right now. The fans just aren't getting behind Evan Bourne in this one. Sometimes people can really support Evan Bourne. This is not one of those occasions, though. Fans definitely seem to be turning on Bourne more and more with each week after the actions that he's tried pulling. Kofi Kingston do a fair light heavyweight championship rematch, and just like that, I mean, you saw that attack at the start of the match. Kofi didn't see it coming. This one barely even got started. And just like that, Evan Bourne is headed to WrestleMania 2 to defend the light heavyweight championship in a 6-man ladder match. 5 participants to be determined in the coming weeks, and we find out one of those participants tonight in a one-on-one match between Zack, Ryder and Rey Mysterio. Who's going to be the first one in line for the light heavyweight championship between those two? No one can really tell, but one thing's for sure, Evan Bourne just laid into Kofi Kingston. He wanted to get out of this title defense real fast. Oh no, Evan Bourne. Enough's enough. Kofi, oh god. Trying to make sure Kofi doesn't make it anywhere near his championship again. This man has become obsessed with a championship that he said drove Kofi away from him. Alright, anyway, we move on. Up next, the Intercontinental Champion John Morrison up against Heath Slater as he seeks some revenge after the loss he suffered to Justin Gabriel last week.
Approaching the ring, from Pineville, West Virginia, weighing 232 pounds, Heath Slater.
Well, this is a really big opportunity for Heath Slater here tonight. Justin Gabriel may have defeated John Morrison last week by disqualification in about a minute, but it was only because he pulled Brie Bella in the way. Heath Slater here tonight could do what Justin Gabriel couldn't. If he can pick up a victory over John Morrison via pinfall or submission, and would have to think about him maybe being in contention for the Intercontinental Championship down the line if he manages to pull off the win tonight. The core we saw this Tuesday on ECW eyeing up perhaps another member to their group. Ted DiBiase coming out with a victory over Jack Swagger for the not for the ECW Championship, in the main event of ECW, but he might not be on ECW after this Sunday.
From Los Angeles, California, weighing 224 pounds, here's the Intercontinental Champion, John Morrison.
Question is, could we see DiBiase become aligned with the core, and what does this mean for 3 allies if he does. I mean, I guess it's a backup plan, eh? Things don't work too well. You got 2 guys that will vouch for you getting a job over here on SmackDown. It's got to feel pretty good. There's a backup plan lying in wait for him. John Morrison with the Intercontinental Championship and Tag Team Championship in tow. One of the most important men here on SmackDown, undoubtedly. And a big opportunity for Heath Slater and Justin Gabriel this week. Slater can prove himself against one of the best, and Justin Gabriel could capture his first Intercontinental Championship this Sunday when he faces John Morrison. Morrison has gone to management to request that in order for this to be a fair fight, which is a very obscure thing to hear from Morrison, but I guess he knows Miz isn't going to be able to help him in any way. Morrison has requested a steel cage matchup against Justin Gabriel. He says he doesn't plan on trying to escape the cage either. He wants to defeat Justin Gabriel. He just wants to keep Brie out. Teddy Long said he'll give it a think, depending on the outcome of this matchup. So John Morrison got a lot riding on him here. Miz, of course, not at ringside for this matchup. He will be competing against a very vicious team of Stone Cold Steve Austin, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H, who are all out for blood when it comes to The Miz. The reason Triple H was injured and the reason Stone Cold isn't WWE Champion, those 3 have got a big issue with The Miz, and I don't necessarily think his partner his partner John Cena or Mark Henry are particularly big fans of The Miz either tonight. It's going to be a really tough night for The Miz, if you ask me. But he's got to be prepared for it. 6-man elimination tag team match, our main event tonight, as we look to see who can get that little bit of momentum heading into the Elimination Chamber. Been told that there can be some definite favorable picks for who comes in when, depending on who wins tonight's main event, potentially. It's just kind of dangled above their head as an extra motive, though. We don't know how true that statement is. Teddy Long's a bit of a questionable one sometimes. He doesn't always deliver on his promises, so we'll keep an eye out. Justin Gabriel, not at ringside here tonight. Quite peculiar. We don't know the reason why, but Gabriel is not here for Heath Slater's match. And of course, typically then, neither is Brie Bella. And shoulder first into the ring post. That's going to do some damage to Heath Slater. Looking forward to that match. Up next, though, Zack, Ryder, and Rey Mysterio one-on-one. The winner joins Evan Bourne in a 6-man ladder match at WrestleMania for the Light Heavyweight Championship. Who is going to be the first man to be confirmed for that big ladder match? I can't wait to see how that match plays out. I can't wait to see who's in it. One thing I have been told is due to the nature of Evan Bourne's previous defense, whilst that will now go down as Bourne's only defense due until WrestleMania, Kofi Kingston will be given an opportunity to qualify for the ladder match later on down the line in the next coming month. One of the qualifying matches will feature Kofi Kingston. Teddy Long says that he has been looking high and low for some of the best talents to try and put in this ladder match, including potentially reaching out to Raw and ECW light heavyweights and giving them opportunities in qualifying matches as well. But it is undecided on if that will or will not happen just yet. This week I think we've got a great match between Rey Mysterio and Zack Ryder, though, for sure. I can't wait to see what the next qualifier is next week. There'll be a qualifier each week building up to the WrestleMania 2 event. 2 superstars who have really got their sights set on this ladder match are, of course, Nemesis and Jetstar. But you can also expect the likes of Zack Ryder, and from what I've heard, there are rumors that due to the fact that nothing else is currently going for him, Christian is considering it, as is Tyson Kidd. R-Truth as well. A few light heavyweights here on SmackDown that would definitely love to get their hands on the light heavyweight championship. It's just a shame if Christian wins it, considering the guys literally said he might just have to settle for it. But as mentioned before, there may be some interest in using some light heavyweights from the other brands as well, which means you could see not really a whole lot on the other brands, admittedly. Maybe Cody Rhodes could make an appearance. SmackDown kind of has most of them. I think who else there could be. I mean, I guess you could count Santino, maybe. I don't actually know how much Santino weighs. He looks like he'd fit into that division. Maybe that's where his calling is. Maybe that's where he's been going wrong. Let's have a quick look at his build weight. I think it's under 225. No, he's 227. So he's just over. It's either 225 or 215. It's one of the two. Hang on, I'll find out. I'm going off of, like, the game, obviously. Don't know if it says what the weight class for it is. Because I know it's not 205. I know that for sure.
Heath Slater takes a hard shot. Cover here. 1, 2.
I don't know. Well, John Morrison gets the win. That will be it for this one, and unfortunately, not a victory for Heath Slater. Tough break, kid. Tough break. Well, John Morrison picks up the win, sticks it to Heath Slater and Justin Gabriel. That is exactly what this man needed here tonight. Gabriel got to be watching on, maybe furiously at this outcome, but I guess he just really had no interest in setting his sights on Morrison tonight. As we move forward to our next match of the night, the next light, or the first technically, light heavyweight championship ladder match qualifier is next. Two-time champion Zack Ryder up against a man who has not yet dabbled in the light heavyweight division, Rey Mysterio. Let's see how well Mysterio can blend, where some people feel he's always belonged. So this is a big opportunity for Zack Ryder here tonight. The guy has been kind of looking to, I guess break out is the word. He was at one point quite an important star when it came to this division, but he's really been falling off just lately. And I feel like he's losing a bit of fan support too. Things need to turn around for Zack Ryder here tonight. Is this going to be the time where it finally happens?
Weighing 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio.
Well, Rey Mysterio makes his way down to the ring for this one. As I said before, I don't really know what classifies as light heavyweight. I've always wondered. I think if I remember right, I'm going off of like an old SVR Create a Superstar. I think it was around 225 was kind of the average weight limit that they had. Hang on, I know what I'll do. I'll go to Wikipedia and I'll see who the heaviest guy to win the WWE Light Heavyweight Championship was. Kind of use that as like a reference at least. At least then we get an idea. Assuming they never did something silly like let someone win it that probably shouldn't have. That shouldn't have qualified for it. The heaviest light heavyweight champion was 236 pounds. Maybe it was 200. like 40 or something. I'm sure they probably say it somewhere in here. Maximum weight was 215. Before deactivation, it was changed to 220. Okay, so 220 pounds. Okay. But that's just kind of a rough ballpark because they themselves have already done it. So it's about 220 is kind of the limit-ish. Trying to think, like, who actually qualifies then from other brands? I don't think Santino does then, because he's like 227, so he's just over. But like, you know, like I don't think like Ryder's partner Alex Riley can compete for it. No, he's 236. Whoa. I think Eddie can. No, he's 228. Surely The Miz did before, though. I mean, normally I'd just go off of, like, who's eligible to book into it, but the problem is, in 12, they didn't limit it. You can put it on Big Show if you want. Like, anyone can fight for the light heavyweight title. So I guess as I did before, I'll just do it to my own discretion. Because I think Truth is actually a little heavier than some of the people I just named. Yet, I know in 11 he was eligible for it. That's why he won it. I know in most of the games you can have Truth compete for it. I don't know about all, but I know. Oh, he's 220 on the dot. Might be why. I don't know. To be fair, those are like probably more up-to-date weights than what they have in the game anyway. I'll use my own discretion on who can compete for the light heavyweight title. So forgive me if someone competes for it that maybe is a little bit too heavy in your opinion. Frankly, as long as they're below 300 pounds, or 250 at the very max, I'll allow it, in my opinion. They gotta be quite big for me to go no. Ryder with a takedown on Mysterio, and honestly, this could be an important matchup for Ryder. He's got a big opportunity here tonight. Rey Mysterio, a former Intercontinental Champion. Championship I'm sure Ryder would love to get a little bit closer to. But obviously he could also be on his third light heavyweight championship / cruiserweight championship victory if he beats Rey tonight. Elbows his way out. Ryder, I think, just got a little distracted there. Mysterio tried setting up for the 619, but not yet. I love when it's actually their voice. It just sounds so out of place. Because you get so used to like that. Ugh. And then you get Rey actually go like, ah! It's just like, that was very strange. My glasses are all like smudged up again. I don't know how that keeps happening. My eyes just blow fingerprints out of them. I never touch my eyes is the weird thing. I'm never like randomly rubbing my glasses. I'm not like brain dead. I don't necessarily think you'd have to be brain dead to do that, but it doesn't seem like a very big brain move either. The sun is like dead on shining right in my eyes right now, which is really brutal, but I know if I close the curtains that's just gonna hurt more. Oh, the dilemmas of wearing glasses. Of having dumb eyes that go really sore when they're strained, but also when too much light shines in them. Hashtag blessed. Ryder with a big jumping knee. Gotta say, this is the most competitive match I've seen Ryder have in a while. I'm not trying to talk the guy down, don't get me wrong, but to say things just really haven't been favourable for Zack Ryder in a long time. I feel like this championship is exactly what he needs to get back on track. I do wonder if Evan Bourne realizes what he's walking into at WrestleMania. 5 very hungry, determined contenders are going to be in that ladder match, and only one can walk away with a light heavyweight championship. big knee to the head of Mysterio, who's now back up to his feet. And I gotta be right back.
Blows to the skull have definitely taken their toll.
Well, I don't know if the head was intentionally focused on, but it definitely took a lot of damage. Oh, he got him! Oh, no! What? Does he have his eyes open?
And Rey Mysterio is rolling.
Rey going for some big impact. Boy, this has just been pandemonium. Ah! What's Mysterio gonna do now? Watch out here.
Alright, I'm back, and thankfully I didn't miss the end of this match, although I feel like it's coming up close. Zack Ryder is absolutely laying into Rey. Could it finally be Ryder's time? Oh! Rey caught him there. I want to complain about something that just happened. I got a letter come with a package that I just had to answer the door for. And I opened up the letter because it just said the occupier. It didn't say like a name on it at all. And I was just like, okay, well that's me. I'm the occupier. So I opened it up. Yeah, it was a bunch of junk mail. Just like advertisements and leaflets and stuff. They just stuck it in an envelope. How wrong is that? Like normally you get that stuff, and I don't know, a lot of people that I know, they'll just throw that shit away. So they like put it in an envelope so I'd have to look at it. Is that going to be enough? He got that big frog splash. Nope. Rey Mysterio seems really worn out right now. Oh, that was close. He almost got it. Poor bastard. They always make doing his finisher so difficult in these games. No wonder he barely wins. Lifting Ryder up to his feet, and Mysterio maybe looking for something big there, but Ryder was able to fight out of that one. I really thought at one point Zack Ryder had this one won, but somehow Mysterio managed to turn things around when things got a little bit dire. It's been a pretty good match between these two, to be honest. They seem pretty evenly matched. So I have a feeling maybe the light heavyweight division was Mysterio's calling. I think this is one of the first games where they added that like function where you can like kind of direct where the moves go. And whenever they add a new function, the AI has no fucking idea how to use it. So they'll either extremely overuse it, like barricade breaks in the next game, or they'll not use it at all, like he's never going to use the moves that like direct them in certain directions. Oh, there you go. Zack Ryder in the ropes. Do it. Do it, Rey. Now's your chance. 619. Got him. Is this going to be it? Is he going to get the pin? He caught the splash. Zack Ryder, shoulders down, and Rey Mysterio is going to WrestleMania with a light heavyweight championship opportunity. Wow. I really thought Ryder had that at some points.
Here's your winner,
Rey Mysterio joins Evan Bourne in the lineup for light heavyweight championship contention. 4 more participants to be determined, but right now Rey is the first to be confirmed in a championship division he has never dabbled in before. As I say, I'm very interested to see what happens when Rey Mysterio gets involved with the light heavyweight championship. He could make a great champion. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Zack Ryder. I guess he fought his heart out a little too hard there. He really wanted that light heavyweight championship opportunity. And unfortunately, it looks like Zack Ryder might be missing WrestleMania altogether. God, that's rough.
Triple H. And the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Well, D-Generation X coming out first for this big 6-man elimination tag team match. And of course, these two are no strangers to walking into the Elimination Chamber with each other in it. Triple H and Stone Cold, Triple H and Shawn Michaels, I don't know where Stone Cold came from in that, I guess because he's one of their partners, stepped into the Elimination Chamber last year with Triple H as the champion and walked out with Shawn Michaels as the champion. And they never laid a finger on each other to my knowledge. I mean, they might have occasionally interacted with each other, but I believe Triple H was eliminated. Yeah, Triple H was eliminated first by Batista. Michaels outlasted all five and last eliminated Jack Swagger to win the WWE Championship for the first time. No stranger to competing in that chamber against each other.
And their partner from Victoria, Texas, weighing 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What's an interesting note to take away is that Mark Henry, The Miz, John Cena, and Stone Cold have never set foot in the Elimination Chamber. It's the first time for all four of them. Admittedly, there's only been 2 chambers in history so far. But the takeaway from that, the thing that I'm really trying to lay in here is they've not set foot inside that chamber. They've not had to experience that kind of a matchup. Going to be very interesting to see what happens when these 6 face off. But here tonight they are partners. Last week we saw Stone Cold and Triple H really go neck and neck with each other after eliminating The Miz, and it was Triple H who came out on top. And tonight Stone Cold's got to take a deep breath. He's got to let that slide, and he's got to work alongside Triple H if he wants to keep it up in the win columns. Cena has expressed intense disdain at the idea of competing in this 6-man tag team match tonight. He is not comfortable with the idea of teaming up with a man who smashed his face through a car window in Mark Henry. He's got no opinions or interest in The Miz, but teaming up with Mark Henry has openly made John Cena feel incredibly uncomfortable in this match. But regardless, it is happening. Oh, that's what that attire looked like. He's just feeling really happy today. That's the beauty of an attire that SARIA made, is you're really rolling the dice when you use one. You're either going to go for something that's going to fit them perfectly and it's going to look great, or your beast that you've been building up as an absolute monster is going to come out looking like Neapolitan ice cream. And today, it just so happens that my beast has come out looking like Neapolitan ice cream. So, you know, it happens. Somebody's going to get their ass licked more because it's ice cream. That's really gross. I didn't mean to say that. Forgive me. He never mentions the fact that he's the WWE Undisputed Champion. Just the tag title he's holding. Complete and utter disrespect to the World Championship. The Miz, known as the lucky one of SmackDown, there is not a man who has gotten further based on, in a lot of people's opinions, pure luck. I say The Miz has proven himself on some of these occasions. Some of these matches we've seen, you know, it takes determination and grit to be able to pull off what he has. But at the same time, yes, in some of his defenses, he has gotten very lucky in the circumstances. You can't deny that The Miz worked his ass off to retain against Shawn Michaels at TLC, and what was a great match that showed what The Miz was made of. But you also can't deny that at Survivor Series, The Miz was about to lose the championship right back to Stone Cold Steve Austin before The Undertaker interfered. That is a man who is in some serious danger when it comes to the Elimination Chamber. We're starting things off with Triple H and John Cena. Two great talents from SmackDown that are very underrated.
Triple H, what do you think the game has planned tonight, King?
That arm is now in an extremely compromising position. Watch it.
And he powers out. The game.
The game.
Cena's held world titles on numerous occasions.
It was an interesting sound. I don't know who made it, but it was unique. We've got 30 minutes on this elimination tag team match, at which point the win will be rewarded to the team with the most members remaining. Should it be tied, well, that's a draw.
And he fights out of it. He breaks the hold.
Time limit is there for a reason, to keep things under control. This Sunday is Elimination Chamber time. I can't believe it's here already. I'll tell you what, after the Royal Rumble and how long of a build that one feels like it has and how much I'm anticipating it. Not that I dislike Elimination Chamber, I love Elimination Chamber, don't get me wrong. But Chamber just felt like it came so quickly, probably because I was recording so regularly as well. You know, I've got people commenting on Royal Rumble build-up episodes. The Royal Rumble still hasn't even gone live, and I'm here recording the final SmackDown before Elimination Chamber. Like, probably just the fact that it's far back in my brain, but not for everyone else. Coming your way at Elimination Chamber, please feel free to leave your predictions. I always enjoy hearing them. We have got Women's Championship matchup, Beth Phoenix versus Michelle McCool, 1 year after they faced off and McCool defeated Phoenix for the Women's Championship. Who's going to come out on top this time? Phoenix really seems to be on a roll, but she might be taking people a little bit too lightly, and that could come back to bite her. For the Intercontinental Championship, John Morrison faces off against Justin Gabriel, and after John Morrison's victory over Heath Slater, it has been confirmed. John Morrison, Gabriel, inside a steel cage, no Brie Bella involved in that one. That's going to really be, I think, a game changer when it comes to that match. Initially, you know, it felt like it was really in the favor of Justin Gabriel, but that is a smart move by Morrison to try and get that cage match sorted out, keep Brie Bella out. He knows The Miz isn't going to be able to watch his back, so why not keep everyone out? For the World Tag Team Championship, Kevin Nash and Vader defend for the second time after just retiring Demolition just over a week ago now. They're going to be defending the World Tag Team Championships against the United Kingdom, Wade Barrett and William Regal, the former champions who had to drop the championships due to Regal's injuries. He's now back in action, ready to compete. Will he capture back the World Tag Team Championship with Wade Barrett? Will this be a very fortunate night for Wade Barrett is the question. The ECW Championship on the line in the first ever 6-man tag Elimination Chamber. It's the team of Jack Swagger and the Powerhouse Brodus Clay and Ezekiel Jackson up against the team of Ted DiBiase, Mason Ryan and Vladimir Kozlov. The captain of each team will be determined the champion depending on who wins, as I've mentioned before in case you somehow missed it. If Mason Ryan gets the deciding pin on Ezekiel Jackson, then Ted DiBiase is the ECW champion, not Mason Ryan. It is the captain's victory. Same goes for the other side. If Swagger is eliminated, but Brodus Clay gets the win by last eliminating Kozlov, Brodus isn't then declared the new champion. Swagger is still the champion. This one I think could cause a lot of issues for the winning side, and it's really going to be down to the champion or the man trying to become the champion themselves to win it for themselves, because otherwise a lot of drama could unfold. That is, of course, if Ted DiBiase is even still a thing, because if DiBiase's side loses, not only is DiBiase fired, but then by proxy, all of these other superstars, Chavo Guerrero, Mason Ryan, Vladimir Kozlov, all independently contracted by DiBiase, they also will lose their jobs too, as obviously with DiBiase not around, they can't be around either. For the WWE Championship inside the Elimination Chamber, The Miz defends the championship against the 5 other men in this match right now. Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, Mark Henry, and John Cena. That is a very stacked Elimination Chamber, and I do wish The Miz the best of luck. But I do also have my doubts about The Miz's odds of coming out with the championship. But he's proven me wrong time and time again, so who knows. But he is the longest reigning WWE champion. No shame if he loses it at the Chamber. He's had a great run, but I do think his days are very numbered, and it's about 2 days is what they got left on him. And finally, for the World Heavyweight Championship, Brock Lesnar defends the championship against Randy Orton, CM Punk, Edge, the former champion Sheamus, and the European champion, who's also going to be competing for the World Tag Team Championship earlier in the night, Wade Barrett, who could walk away with 3 championships should he win. And we'll have to wait and see how that one turns out. So leave your predictions down below for who you think is going to come out with what. I'd love to hear it. I always love to hear it.
And he makes the tag.
And he makes the tag. I think in the entirety of the time I babbled on about the Elimination Chamber card, we did not witness a single elimination. But of course we wouldn't do. This will take a while. Apparently, this is a Falls Count Anywhere 6-man tag team. No count outs involved. They wanted to try and go for more of the nature of the Elimination Chamber. So this could end on the outside for someone. There's no count outs. But there are Falls Count Anywhere. And the Miz tying up with Triple H. Miz tried to injure Triple H and make sure that he still wasn't in contention. Miz's plan clearly to injure Triple H, keep him on the sidelines until the draft, and hope that they end up on 2 separate brands. He really wants to protect his championship reign for as long as he can, but I just don't see how the Miz is going to find his way out of the Elimination Chamber this Sunday. Been told he is going to be heavily watched backstage by security, so he doesn't try any funny business in taking anyone out of their upcoming match. And that's the thing, Triple H can fight with the Miz as much as he wants on the outside. The only rule of this match is that it's got to be John Cena, the legal man right now, who gets the pin on the Miz. Now, I guess Cena deciding to take a fight to one of the other members of the tag match. And this one's going to really boil and break down at some point. It was kind of bound to. I don't know about flawless, it was okay.
Tag team contest underway. Both of these teams have been very game so far. John Cena composed, ready. He knows what has to be done here today.
Palms are sweaty.
Hey! And he fights out of it. He breaks the
Triple
hold.
H trying to get the tag out to his partner Shawn Michaels, perhaps.
Over the last 10
No.
years, SmackDown has excited the WWE Universe with some of the most memorable moments in television history. And we're witnessing...
Triple H looking for a pedigree on Cena. Could be the first elimination.
He got it. The game got the pedigree.
Nope, he's gonna pick him up.
Polished, uncanny
Because this
game.
is WWE 12.
What's the game
I've just never known another wrestling game to do that. I think they fix that in the next game, because I don't remember ever seeing them hit a finisher and then just pick them up. I don't remember that ever happening before. That's got to be a this game thing. Because I don't remember 12 very well, whereas I have quite a lot of memories of 13. But then I didn't play 12 for very long. I played it from
Michaels is so quick.
the Royal Rumble, so the very end of January, to Hell in a Cell, I think it was the final. Because it was always Survivor Series that was the starting point when I was playing them when they were coming out. Kind of had to be, really. I was basing it on the real calendar at the time. So I think... yeah, I think it would have been
He's in bad shape. He's got to make the tag.
Hell in a Cell. So we're talking like 8 months of the game. Which is still quite a lot, but this is a full 12. And I feel like I'm just experiencing a lot more. Also, it was my first ever time recording Universe, so I think I probably just forgave it a lot more. And I know I used to play like damn well everything back then. Not that I don't like to now. It's just, sometimes I don't really have an opinion on who I want to see win. and I just don't really feel like playing, I'm okay to just sit and talk. It's kind of like a balance. It keeps it fresh for me. I'll only ever do it if I really don't care who's going to win. But, as I say, it doesn't really matter to me who wins in this match. I just want to see who gets that momentum. Is Henry going to tap out? I mean, is Henry going to make Michaels tap out? No. Where's the Miz gone? I could have swore I saw someone start walking towards the ramp. Did the Miz walk out of this match, or was that Cena? Because if it was, I don't know how he whipped around and got back in the corner so quickly. I think it was Cena. That's what my brain originally processed it as. I haven't seen the Miz in a little while. Maybe if we see that corner, we'll just see him standing there and he just didn't want to get in the ring and help. No, he's gone. Has the Miz just walked out on his partners? Yeah, he's gone. What the hell? I'm pretty sure he did not get eliminated.
And he finally gets out of the ring.
I mean, this is now a 2-on-3, I think. Henry and Cena up against DX and Austin. I believe the Miz has walked away. I might have missed something, but I don't think he suffered a pinfall or submission to my knowledge. I know I was babbling a little bit, but I'm sure I would have noticed that. I mean, I might have just completely missed it. I'll have to look over the footage later, because I have a feeling he's just walked away. We're almost at the halfway point in this matchup, and I don't believe we've seen a single elimination. Oh, look out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stone Cold. That is nuts. I'll tell you what, if The Miz was eliminated, being eliminated fast is pretty brutal for your upcoming Elimination Chamber matchup. I just don't feel like he was, unless I completely missed it.
There are so many ways that Triple H can dissect an opponent. You hear how his leg connected?
Tell you what, Austin and DX are doing a damn good job of wearing out Mark Henry right now.
Boy, this has just been pandemonium.
And now he's back out on the apron.
Yeah, he's still so full of fight. Really is no wearing out Mark Henry. Not the world's strongest man for nothing. It's a couple minutes away from the halfway point and the time limit of this match, and I think The Miz has forfeited his spot in the match. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I think he just left. There's probably people screaming at their screens that he got, like, knocked out or pinned or something, and I just missed it. But I think he just kind of gave up. Unless Austin's now going to go take care of him. No. I thought maybe he might just be standing up on the apron or something, or on the ramp. Referee looking dazed and confused as always. Wrestling just doesn't make sense to him. He doesn't get it. He thought he was working as a bag boy at a grocery store. Well, in the last 2 weeks, we saw the two men in the ring right now, Triple H and John Cena, win their respective triple threat matches where they were revealed as the participants in the Elimination Chamber matches. It's kind of makes a lot of sense to see those two collide in a way. They were the two that started this match off. My stomach is telling me I am very hungry. Good. Good. You better be hungry. You've got spaghetti. Which I have to make. Running neck breaker takes Mark Henry down. I really don't know which side this favors the most. As I say, I want answers on The Miz. I've got 15 minutes where this match could just keep going and going. And I can't check the footage until the episode is over. But unless I completely spaced out, which I don't think I did, he never got eliminated. Unless he got himself DQ'd. He could have done that. I don't know. I really don't know what he could have done. Because Michaels was the legal man when I watched him walk away. Sure of it. Oh wait, no, Michaels is on the opposing side. Henry was the legal man because he had Michaels in the bear hug around the time that I think I watched him walk away. It's just a little before that. Imagine Mark Henry bringing the WWE Championship home to the crew just in time for WrestleMania. I got a feeling R-Truth and Booker would want to join their leader with some championship gold. Okie dokie then. That's a very tag team move of Triple H and Stone Cold. I'm sure they did that plenty in the two-man power trip. Kip-ups just seem right up Stone Cold's alley. They seem like the kind of thing he'd do all the time. That seems about as up Stone Cold's alley as him raising the WWE Championship like John Cena. You know, raising one knee in the air, kind of swinging around a lot. It just seems so natural. It seems like it would really fit him.
Casualties as a result of that superplex.
And there's a tag.
And now he's back out on the apron.
It's weird how much people say they miss THQ. They definitely did not make the best engines.
Shawn Michaels has been a WWE champion, a world champion, intercontinental and tag
Mark
team
Henry makes the
champion.
tag out to John Cena, who is just about the only guy I've seen in this match that's not holding something every time he gets tagged in. Well, actually, that's not true. Triple H and Stone Cold seem alright. I think it's just Shawn Michaels on that side. I want to see some eliminations start happening. I'll tell you what, The Miz is definitely not coming back wherever he's gone off to.
Refusing to submit.
And he finally gets out of the ring.
I'm surprised no one's hitting a finisher at all at this point.
Oh, good lord.
Stone Cold Stunner on Mark Henry. And oh my god, not again, not again, Austin. Go easy on yourself. Pile driver on Mark Henry. That is incredible strength. Right in front of Cena. That is just not going to work. What are you even thinking, Austin?
And the count's broken, keeping the match alive.
Oh, Henry just shoved Cena.
There's the count.
What does it say? I don't want your help. Scoop slam. I don't think Cena was doing it for Henry. I think he was doing it for himself and his win-loss record.
Either way.
Is this going to be enough? Cena wasting time, and I guess that time he didn't give Henry his help. Henry said he didn't want it, so Cena didn't give it.
Flurry of punches.
Well, it's Cena up against Stone Cold Steve Austin and DX because I think The Miz is done. I don't think he's coming back. I really do need to relook at over that footage, though. That is bugging me so much. I bet it was like a clean pin and everything, like Triple H with a pedigree pinned him. I just completely missed it. I was too busy babbling on about nothing. Couldn't have been important whatever I was talking about. I don't even remember what it was, otherwise I'd continue it, because I know I stopped when I realized The Miz was gone. Attitude adjustment! Baby attitude adjustment.
Refusing to give in there. What sheer determination.
John Cena seriously looking to try and eliminate someone in this 1-on-3 situation. Yeah, good luck with that, Cena. Stone Cold Stunner. The referee says that's enough. Okay. That was a little unusual. The referee called the match off. He said he'd taken enough damage. Maybe Miz got knocked out. I kind of put the KO on as an opportunity for him to walk out, to make it look like he just walked out. Like he got annoyed and just quit the match. So that might have been what happened, actually. I thought it would work for anyone, really. I wasn't expecting it to be the result of the match, but I turned it on so that, like, say like Michaels just decided to walk out. You could believe it. He would. He wouldn't want to help Triple H and Stone Cold 2 days before Elimination Chamber. But there are your 3 winners. Only one of those 3 could stand tall at Elimination Chamber, and it might not even be them. It could be Miz, Henry, or Cena. There's no telling. But either way, Elimination Chamber, 2 days' time. I cannot wait to see what happens in the chambers. The road to WrestleMania continues in just 2 days' time when Elimination Chamber takes place. I'm so ready for this one. Who are going to be the world champions heading into WrestleMania? That is one of the key questions that we get an answer to this Sunday. I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.